Hello Internet, and welcome to my live reaction for the Cuckoo's Fiancee, Chapter 98, where hopefully we're near the end of this incest shit. So when we last left our heroes, Sachi claimed that her fucking sibling kiss with Nagi was an accident. Whoopsies, happens to the best of us. The girls are all very skeptical, obviously, leading to Hiro and I to call a truce in their romantic rivalry because, as I puts it, the real enemy is Sachi. Meanwhile, with Nagi finally figures out that his kid sister is into her, because that's the world we live in now. And back at the Umino house, Sachi confesses to Erika that the kiss was not an accident and that it was actually meant to be romantic. So that said, let's dive right on into Chapter 98. We pick up right where we left off, with Sachi saying, "It was on purpose." And Erika takes that surprisingly calmly, and Sachi's kind of confused by that, so she sits up and laughs. Just kidding. Okay. So, if, this is the second time, in regards to the same kiss, she's kind of pulled this whole, oh, whoopsies, it was an accident kind of thing. And in another context, I might be kind of on board with that. You know, the whole, she can't bring herself to admit how she feels, so she keeps on trying to pass it off as a joke, and then tries to be serious, but then she passes off that seriousness as a joke. There's some good content there, hypothetically, just not really in the context of the manga we're reading, is my general opinion there. Anyway, Sachi continues, "I mean, everyone was all Nagi, and it was getting annoying, so I just thought I'd get you all to shut up for a bit." And Erika just sort of lies there, kind of disbelieving her, I think, but we can't really see her face. And Sachi continues, "But I guess a kiss was crossing the line, huh? It's gross since we're siblings, huh?" "Yeah, Sachi, it is." And Erika at that finally turns back to look at her. And Sachi's kind of tearing up now. "Why did I even do that? I don't even know myself." And Erika sort of responds, "Sachi-chan," and she hands her a handkerchief and says, "I don't think that kind of thing is gross." I mean, it is. It distinctly is. And Sachi asks, "Why not?" Oh. Erika responds, "That's a secret. Because she almost certainly has some kind of feeling for Sosuke, is my best bet." Which, I mean, I suppose there's a better ending than Nagi-Sachi. Nagi gets with Erika and Sachi gets with Sosuke, and both of them end up kind of fulfilling their incestuous shit by someone who's not actually in any way a sibling to them. That's my least favorite Nagi-Eri outcome, but I guess it's passable? 3 out of 10 as opposed to a negative 10 out of 10. But, you know, better than nothing, I suppose. Anyway, we come back to the shared Umino Amino house for the first time in 20 or 30 chapters, where things are about to be super fucking awkward, thanks to everything that's happened. Finally, the day has come, and it's Nagi outside his house, of course. "I return." And he looks at his phone and thinks, 2 weeks, huh? And we see this text conversation with him and Amino's mom. It's been about 2 weeks now, so why don't you head on home? Very sort of casual, no goodbye, just a text. As Nagi asks, "Is that okay?" And Hiro's mom, whose name I'm blanking on again, gives him a thumbs up emoji. That's it. And Nagi just thinks, is everything really okay already? And Mr. Seigawa just announces, "Godspeed, Umino-kun. Come back soon." And Hiro's mom just chimes in, "Or don't." And Hiro tries to placate her. "Oh, come on, Mom. See you then, Umino-kun. The day after tomorrow at school." So there was actually some kind of a goodbye. After, I'm assuming, Mrs. Amino sent him that text. And Nagi thinks, A lot of things happened, but I'm happy that I managed to repair my relationship with Seigo-san, and I've even managed to get along with her parents. And he sort of confidently, like, nods, ignoring all the Sachi drama, and rings the doorbell. All right, I need to get ready to go back to school the day after tomorrow. Time to study! And he comes back to Erika and Sachi already there. Don't know what else he would have expected. And Sachi seems content to put all of that incident behind her. Welcome back, Nagi. Nagi-kun, welcome back. And I kind of stayed away from it because we haven't actually had a title page, which is normally when I would talk about the title. But we have this line, the title line, that Manga Deck has already provided. She's my one and only dear little sister. Which means we're in no way done with talking about the Sachi drama. I'm hoping that's sort of Nagi stating, presumably to Erika, given the third person there, that Sachi is his sister and nothing else. But let's be kind of cautious for that. Nagi's just stunned to see them, I guess. Huh? And Sachi sort of gets on to him. What's up with that reaction? And Erika laughs. Did you really think you'd be all alone at home? Well, too bad. Mommy sent me a message. Said it's okay to head back home. Also, it sounds like she found out about us breaking out of the hotel pretty much immediately. Which is an important point, I think, to bring up here. Is that Nagi is still the only one who knows about that final conversation with Ritsuko. The thing about Sosuke is closer than you think. So maybe we'll get to see some ramifications of that. Anyway, let's talk about Sachi in this bottom panel here real quick. I said before that one of the things that's really aggravating about trying to spin Nagi Sachi as romantic is that literally every single scene where they're not paired up as romantic, they just seem so... It's not like a genuine sibling relationship. They feel like siblings. Like, they care about each other, sure, but they're also ready to, like, dig at each other constantly. Like, it feels like a sibling relationship, except in the moments when Yoshikawa suddenly wants it to be kind of romantic. Is the problem with Nagi Sachi. Beyond, just them being raised together as siblings and everything. Anyway, she found out about us getting out of the hotel pretty much immediately. And Nagi's just like, right. And Nagi tries to go upstairs, and Erika stops him. That aside, Nagi-kun, it's time for a celebration to commemorate the reunion of the Amaumi house. And Nagi maybe was not quite ready to find Sachi so fast, so he's sort of silent there. As Erika sort of eggs him on. Great idea, huh? And Sachi declares, I want to eat Nagi's pork cutlet bowl. And Nagi is sort of taken aback at that. I think maybe he wasn't ready to encounter Sachi again. And he's sort of, huh? And he just sort of slinks up the stairs. That's a bit. And Sachi presses, why not? And Nagi just calls back, just shut up. Leave me alone. And he reaches his room and slams the door, leaving Sachi and Erika confused, so they really shouldn't be. And Nagi just sort of slinks at his door, like slumps to the ground, and just like starts to sweat. What in the world am I doing? Just when I thought I'd finally be all alone. I didn't think even Sachi would be coming back. Would be coming back too. And he sort of pauses there, stops himself. No, that's not it. And he picks up his like study guides, beaming. Sorry to keep you waiting these 2 weeks. Oh, my beloved study guides. And my room, too. Did the cleaners come in? And he thinks to himself, so Sachi's here. So what? And he flashes back to the kiss. Gets all flustered. Like I said, so what? That was just a mistake. He's like is furiously flipping through the book. It's only because we're siblings that an accident like that could happen. No, that's the opposite of what siblings means, actually. Even though we might not be related by blood, Sachi's my little sister. She's my one and only dear little sister. That's not how I wanted that title line to be said. That's not at all how I wanted that title line to be said. I wanted that to be Nagi, like, calmly explaining things to to Erika, that he's put all that behind him, he's fuck all that shit. But no, it's peak denial. He slams the book closed. All right, I'm going out shopping. He says that to the girls, who both react that means he's going to be cooking. Does that mean you're making pork cutlet bowls? And Sachi cheers, yeah, it's a party! And Nagi just sighs as he puts his coat on. And Sachi comes out, wait, Nagi, I'm coming too. And Nagi just looks at her, just sort of skeeved out with the whole thing. What? Why? Which, like, Sachi should not be here right now. That's not what anyone needs. And Sachi's kind of taken aback by that. Well, I mean, it'd be a lot to handle on your own. And Nagi just tells her, I'll be fine, so just stay home. And slams the door. Kind of tsundere here. Is how it might come across in another context. Leaving Sachi kind of stunned. And we see Nagi pausing outside the door, trying to control his shaking and sweating. And he sighs, geez, what even? And Sachi's kind of sad. I just wanted to buy some ice cream. And Erica tries to, like, cheer her up. Weird, huh? Normally, you just tell you that you're not allowed to and buy it for you anyway, right? And Sachi sort of gets as on the money as I want her to be. I guess he's mad at me after all, isn't he? All because I did something stupid. And Erica tries to kind of dither from that. That's, well, he's probably just getting grouchy because his empty stomach's getting to him, right? And Sachi sort of gets on to her. That's just you. And Erica looks away, kind of embarrassed there. And then we see Nagi's back, and he's bought pork for the cutlet bowls. He puts his gloves on, ready to cook. All right, back in business. And Sachi comes over. Let me help too. Huh? No, it's fine. I'll make it in time. But Sachi's already pouring something into a bowl. And then she says, say, Nagi, And Nagi just snaps at her. I said it's fine, so just go. And Sachi's kind of hurt by that, but she's the one who fucked up here. I want to be perfectly clear. She is the one who fucked up here. She sort of slinks away. Okay. And we see Erica, like, chewing on a potato chip, and she turns back towards one of the two of them. Judging by the angle we see here in the first panel, I think she's looking at Sachi there. But Nagi is focusing on cooking and thinks, I'm so damn pathetic. But then he makes all the food. Erica's just going gaga for it, because of course she is. Here it is. It's here. It's here. I've waited so long for this cutlet bowl. And it's filet. Oh my god. Hey, Sachi-chan. Nagi-kun. But both of them are just not in the mood to chat at all. Eyes, like, darkened over. And Erica, to her credit, kind of reads the room here. And Nagi just turns. I need to go study. You two go ahead and eat. And we see Sachi still sort of sad at Nagi not really acknowledging her at all. And Erica just snaps and stands up. What's your deal? Amino-san. I said, just what's your deal? Get a grip already! And she, like, yeets the table. Stunning everyone. Sachi's knocked right out of a reverie. Or not reverie is the wrong word there. Out of her sort of pouting. Erica's just angry. Nagi's just stunned. And the two of them desperately, I love, like, the reminder of how poor they are. They cannot afford to waste food. So they're desperately trying to salvage something from the mess. As Erica just seethes and comes over. Nagi-kun, yes? Let me tell you something good. Huh? Okay. And what she says is... What she fucking says is... Did you know that Sachi-chan's kiss was on purpose? I mean, she's telling the truth here, but that's not what anyone in this situation needed to hear. And Sachi's just stunned. Huh? Erika-chan, what are you saying? The one who couldn't take it was Nagi? Next time, the siblings look each other in the eye. Okay. So, bad. Gross still. Still a little bit gross in there. Plenty of bad. I just want this storyline to be over. I want to focus on something else. It's just bad. And, like, in what universe does Erika think that Sachi's kiss being on purpose was a good thing? On any level at all, how is that a good thing? Like, ugh. There's so much wrong there. So much wrong here. And I'm just ready for us to move on to anything else. Like, just let this drop and move on to another story arc already. You know? Like, we were supposed to have a fun, going back to the wedding stuff, it was supposed to be a fun kind of hero-centric story. And then Sachi came in and ruined everything. And now we're just sort of stuck in this malaise that treating Sachi as a serious romantic contender always brings to this series. This is always the story at its worst. I don't know who the hell is here for this. It's just fucking creepy. Like, why is this here? This is a grander, larger scale thing. Why is this a thing? Why is this a thing that Yoshikawa is writing? Why? I just don't know why she would... I can't figure it out, why this is a thing that she would want to write, given her other works. Like, why is she suddenly super into incest, is what I just do not understand. Why is that? This is, I suppose, larger than this one chapter, but, like, why are we here? Why is this a storyline we're dealing with? I'm scrolling through her Wikipedia article to see if I can find anything that would imply why this is something you should be interested in. There's nothing post Yamada-kun on this article. There's like a mention of a couple of Cuckoos and that other series she's doing, the vampire thing that I'm not reading. But like, I don't know. I'm curious. My little theory is that no one can actually write these kinds of incest shit while actually having siblings. My theory is that she has to be an only child. And I'm trying to find confirmation of that. But I can't find either confirmation or deconfirmation for that. So we're just stuck in this, dealing with the actual chapter at hand that I'm trying to run away from, in case you can't tell. We're just stuck dealing with this shit. And hopefully, every single chapter, I'm like, hopefully this will be it, and we can move on to good shit. We can move on to Nagi Eri stuff, or Nagi Hero again, even though we just did some Nagi Hero. Or at least, like, vent about how toxic Ai is. At least that's, like, presented as being somewhat toxic. Unlike this, where the incest is seen as a perfectly romantic thing. I mean, like, especially Erika's whole get a grip, what's your deal, get a grip already? Sachi is the one at fault here. That's the thing. Sachi is the one at fault. She is the one who fucked up. She is the one who has to make amends here. Nagi's, I think, kind of in the right to shut Sachi out here, while his sister is kind of, you know, being weird with him. Of course, he might want her to not be around. And I mean, we have a bit more insight into what's going on in Nagi's head here, how he is a little bit sort of flustered, rather than just angry. But Erika doesn't know that. Erika seems to think he's angry, as he should be angry! It's just... I know I'm ranting about the same thing over and over again for the past 3 chapters now, but the same problems have come up for the past 3 chapters, and the same problems that were there at the beginning of the story, and the same things that will be there until Sachi finally exits any sort of romantic potential whatsoever. That's what just needs to happen. And hopefully, my hope is, you know, next time the siblings look each other in the eye, hopefully means they get this cleared up, and the storyline goes away forever. That's what I want. That's what I've wanted since chapter 24, when this first became an actual thing we had to deal with. Let's just let this go away. So yeah, that's my final thoughts. My final thoughts, let's just let this go away. Please, I'm begging you, Yoshikawa, let this fucking end. So with that, I'm going to leave this video off here. Hope you all maybe found some kind of enjoyment in the chapter, and if not, at least in the video. If you did, feel free to drop me a like or subscribe, you know, do whatever makes you happy, you know? And as always, your life is your own, okay? Bye!